Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Saturday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early at 7 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I wanted to do a little more of an upbeat video. I did that video about Tyree Nichols, and I came across a few other things that I decided I wanted to talk about just to kind of lift my mood, hopefully your mood too. Okay, so this is about Harry Styles and at a concert just Thursday night. You guys know how I love doing like fresh news stories, stuff that just happened. I love talking. I love being on the ball. And okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit too about why I like Harry Styles and not necessarily his music, but I'll get into that in a second. Okay, Harry Styles. This was in Inglewood, California, and I'll have the video down below. I'll have a couple of videos down below so you can see it all yourselves. He was performing the song "Music for a Sushi Restaurant." I got to be honest with you guys, I don't even know that song. And it looks like he's wearing leather pants, and he goes down on one knee. And that's where it puts too much stress on his pants and they rip. And there's a look on his face. This is the best part. This is the part that kind of cracks me up. I'm going to put one picture. I'm going to use it on the thumbnail. Somebody snapped a photo right at this exact moment. It must have been just the right split second, right when the rip happened, because you could actually see the look on Harry's face. It's like a surprise, and he's starting to, it's a shocked, it was just at that very split second, and oh my God, that was, and he's starting to look down and the pants are ripped. Thing I want to talk about is I think you could judge a performer a lot of times by how well they handle things like this. This is the kind of thing that makes a performer. I think performers are just naturally born with. I don't think I could do this. I couldn't stand in front of 10,000 people, let alone stand in front of 10,000 people and have some kind of wardrobe malfunction. But the best performers will take this and just roll with it and continue on with the show. The show must kind of go on, kind of thing. And I think the greatest performers will not just keep going, but almost turn it into part of the act, where people watching will almost think that this was planned ahead of time. They'll make it look so good that it almost looks like part of the show. That is a great performer. I talked about this in another video. I'll put the link down below. This video got, for my channel, it got a lot of views. It was maybe 12,000 views, I think. It was New Year's Eve. I'll put the link down below. If you search on YouTube, Artist in Recovery, Miley Cyrus, New Year's Eve, this video will pop up. And I happen to be watching right at this very moment, New Year's Eve. I was home. I don't go out on New Year's Eve, and I just happened to turn the channel and catch this very thing. If I remember correctly, I don't remember what song she was singing, but I think she had a loose-fitting top on, and it just gave way, and she was exposed. And she just handled it. She kept, if I remember right, she kept singing. She walked back. She disappeared from view, came back. I believe she came back out wearing, I think it was like a suit jacket, and she never stopped singing during the whole thing. That's a great performer. And that's what I said. That's what I talked about in the video. And a lot of people agreed with me. I look back, and there was another instance of this happening. I believe it was in 2015. Lenny Kravitz. I forgot to mention this too. Harry Styles, when this just happened Thursday night, he was wearing underwear, so it's not all that bad. I was trying to make out his underwear. I was curious, what kind of underwear, what the hell. I was trying to determine what kind of underwear Harry wears, and they looked like boxers. I was just curious. For those of you that this is probably too much information, but I'm not going to tell you guys what I wear. Anyway, Lenny Kravitz, back in 2015, he had the same kind of incident happen, and he was not wearing underwear. And Lenny, in all his glory, was exposed to all the people at the concert. Looking back, I was just looking back over the articles, and I'll have those links down below too. I couldn't find the video actually showing. There's videos actually showing his man parts. I couldn't find that video, but they might be in the links down below. And there was a little bit of a hubbub because it was quite nightful, let's just say. Lenny Kravitz. All right. I want to talk a little bit about why I like Harry Styles. I'm not too familiar with his music, but I love people like Harry Styles because his attitude, his personality is just one of freedom, of doing what he wants, wearing what he wants, regardless of other people's opinions. To me, like being an artist, I find that, and being a liberal, I love that attitude. I remember, who was it, Marilyn Manson? I forgot who else. There was a couple other ones. Sometimes I'm not too crazy about their music, but I just love the attitude about going against the grain or doing, not wearing what you're supposed to wear. That's one of the reasons I think I would never make a good conservative. To me, conservatives and conformity go hand in hand. You got to all talk the same, look the same, worship the same God, read the same Bible, and then they're all happy. But if anybody veers away from any of those, it's fear. It's fear. They're more content when everybody, the whole herd, the whole flock, is doing the same thing. And when anybody does anything different, it makes them scared. It makes them nervous. And that's just one thing I just cannot relate to. This also brings me up, I was mentioning Miley Cyrus, and I'm going to talk about this more in another video. One of my good friends, a girl that I went to school with, and on Facebook, I came across a video of Miley Cyrus and her song Flowers. And there's a lot of women like this song. I won't get into the song too much, but there was a video out, and there's a video out. I'll put the link to that below. And it's a dude, a buff dude, kind of like a stripper, dancing. And then it gets kind of explicit, where he's gyrating. And I gave some thought to this on how conservative guys look at this. A lot of guys look at this, and how I look at it. It's videos like this that motivated me to change my life in the first place. I'm not aroused by videos like this, but I'm curious. I'm curious on what women like. Like we're using empathy. I think of if I posted a video of a pretty girl, a hot girl, why would I post that up there? Because I posted on Facebook with her because it tells people what kind of woman I'm attracted to, whether it's long-haired brunettes or large breasts or whatever. It says something about the person. And I thought about that. That makes me curious, like what women are attracted to. And some guys just, they get scared, like the conservative guys. Oh, I don't want to see this. This shouldn't be posted. This shouldn't be on. These people shouldn't post stuff like this. It's bad for the kids. Bad for the children. And it's videos like this that I watch, and I see guys with six packs and good bodies. And this is one of the things that motivated me to start working out in the first place. I remember watching Daddy's Home with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, and I think it was a drive to kind of emulate Will Ferrell, or I wanted women to look at me the same way they looked at Mark Wahlberg or John Cena in the next movie. And this is actually what motivated me to change my life, to start working out more. I thought about it, Wahlberg or Cena, they're men, they're human. I'm a man, I'm human. If I want it bad enough, I can have it. That was my attitude. And it inspired me to start working out and changes my body. If I wanted bad enough, I could have this. I remember watching the movie Daddy's Home and just seeing the way Will Ferrell felt so submissive to Mark Wahlberg. And I remember thinking to myself, I don't want to be that guy. And I started working out, and there was a few movies before that, but I'm just kind of freestyling here. Anyway, the links will be down below. The links to Harry Styles. I know I went from a long way from Harry Styles ripping his pants to the Flowers stripper video with Miley Cyrus. I'm going to talk more about the Miley Cyrus Flowers video, because I really like that video, and I like the song. I'd like to talk more about that too. So you guys have a good Saturday. The links are down below.